Got my sister in here. We're doing a reaction video to the I Shouldn't Be Alive stuff. Seems like we're getting a pretty good reaction to those. My sister Lauren, introduce yourself to these folks.
Yep. What he said.
Mayday! Mayday!
This is the true story of 5 sailors shipwrecked in the Atlantic with no food and no water.
I don't know if I'd call them sailors, though.
Every
They're like
choice
average
they make
folk.
is life or death in these shark-infested seas.
How much do you think the actors get paid?
If they have to get eaten by a shark, you got to pay me quite a bit. I'm just saying.
You think the shark was a paid actor?
They got the one from Jaws.
The crew will sail 1,300 miles down the eastern seaboard of the United States to Fort Lauderdale.
Florida.
Don't come here.
She's the first American woman to have completed the grueling Whitbread around.
Oh no, a woman driver? No, I'm playing.
Because you're working to celebrate everything. He wanted to have a beer the minute I met him.
Problemo, Debs.
It's called an alcoholic.
Quite impressive.
He wanted, the minute I met him, right afterwards, as soon as we woke up the next day.
After he brushed his teeth.
And, you know, to be the skipper of that boat,
To Annapolis, Maryland, to pick up the final member of the 5-man crew, an English sailor who's a friend of Brad's.
Debbie, this is Mark Adams.
Hi,
Debbie here did the last Whitbread. Is that right?
that's right.
But not your joke, boy.
I didn't
Uh-oh.
like his condescending, chauvinistic attitude.
Every minute
Please
his
tell me
mouth
he's the
was
one that gets
moving,
eaten.
He was saying stuff just to be outrageous and to get people.
When there's 5 people in the storyline and only 2 people telling the story.
Nice new people heading
You know, it's about to be an
Fort
interesting story.
Lauderdale, and I couldn't have been happier.
Why is he smiling
There's
like that,
something
though?
about
Trauma.
pushing off and being back on the ocean. Everybody was getting along, and it was exciting. Mark's up on deck, just woo, howling at the wind, and obviously
The alcoholic,
he's been drinking.
That's the other alcoholic. Got 2 of them.
Everything's a party if you're drunk enough.
Better help us.
Florida.
Back.
Well, I'll take a look.
Meg had gone up on deck, and when the boat fell and wiped out, her tether didn't keep her from falling.
I was like, what was Meg doing on deck to begin with? She has no business out in this kind of weather.
Debbie, leave it. Just help her, okay?
But John...
Debbie, for once, would you just do what I say?
She rolled over slightly, and you could see the bruising begin, and it was all through the kidney area. I could just tell she was in so much pain.
John discovered that he didn't have any charts to take him into this part of the coast.
It was
Nice.
just one more little omen that things weren't
No
great.
Google
It
Maps?
was that he wasn't prepared.
Sailing vessel trash man calling Coast Guard. We urgently need a compass heading so we can head inshore. We have no chart. Over.
Mark's up on deck, and he is just wild.
Are you out of your mind?
Yes.
We're in a jail and you're hammered! You're a bigger idiot than I thought!
Now we had no engine, no sail, and we were just floating out there in the ocean.
He's smiling because normally the story
Not
gets
knowing
him late.
what else to do, John makes a decision.
True.
The yacht is battered by the enormous waves. But after 12 hours on watch and with help on its way, Debbie and Brad decide to get some rest.
It's a good time. A good time to rest.
Good nap.
So exhausted.
Get out of here.
I can hear Mark whooping it up and howling at the wind. Woo!
And rest. And
Only 2 people
having
talking
all that
so far are the
time on
ones
your
that
hands,
left
your mind can just take
to
you
be by
all sorts of
themselves.
Terrible, terrible places.
See what I'm saying?
Seems like it.
I'm just saying.
There, feeling like the boat was
There's
going to
something
break
brewing.
apart.
With it get much worse.
One of these times we got to the top of one of these waves and it crested and broke, like at the beach, like Hawaii 5-0.
Oh, so they just
The
like.
boat fell off the top. You know, we were in free fall.
Oh shit.
And then we impacted against the window. And the window just smashed out. And the water just poured in.
Debbie! Debbie! We gotta
Oh,
That ain't good. I think the water's supposed to stay outside.
And we're scrambling to get
Oh
to the
my
deck, and I hear
God.
John over here going,
Mayday! Anybody!
He's the fucking meth head got the radio pulled apart.
What's up?
Now's not a time to be tinkering.
when I get up on that deck,
No,
it was
what,
just
it
like
got
a
power.
slow motion drink. I don't even know how to describe it. It was just gray,
her eyes are
and
pretty.
it was crazy, and it
Pretty
was
crazy.
tumultuous. And I look around, and there is nothing.
You wouldn't
And
be able
we're
to
going
see
down, and we're going
your
down
hand in front of your
fast.
face. The moonlight, if anything. And during a storm, you're not going to have moonlight, I'm assuming.
You don't think about dying. You don't think about drowning. You don't think about anything. You think
Think
about
about
getting
shark
away from this
Being in
boat.
water
I was
and
like-
not being able to see anything.
I
Oh
think
my
about sharks. That's what I think about.
God.
Going down like a big rock.
My dad's gonna kill me. I've just let his boot sink. And then thoughts of my mother and how horrified she was gonna be and how sad that when she learned
Dude,
That was a
that I had
delay.
died.
I do not like his face.
in the ocean.
Do you see what I'm saying? The way he's talking and smiling, is that not weird? The way he's smiling, saying like, "Oh, I think I'm dying."
He got his first taste of dead things. Just kept going. I don't know.
Where's Meg?
Oh, she's tied up in
As
it.
the boat sank, Meg was within the rigging.
Ho, ho, ho. So she's already taken 2 beatings.
And she just didn't have
You know what I
the
mean?
sea savvy or the knowledge to, watch the waves, and then when the wave action was right, to swim out.
You just said that she didn't have the knowledge. I think shit happens, lady. She didn't like her. She's also like, she always just talked about, like, she was annoying.
She will be missed. Not by me. But
yeah,
she
yeah,
will be
right,
missed.
right. I'd be on that dinghy. I don't know how they're in the water right now. I couldn't do it.
The next day, when the
As soon
sun
as, like,
finally
algae
came
or
up,
something touched my
the
feet.
sky was overcast and gray.
The air temperature being
If something
40,
touches your feet,
we would
you hope it's
definitely
algae out there.
under hypothermia.
Holy shit, do you hope it's algae?
You could
But homegirl's still out there by herself.
like that, and it was
Her
so
choice.
quiet
And she's
so
bleeding,
peaceful,
too.
so deceptive.
Internally.
Is it just internally? I
I
thought
think
the,
so.
the rope.
You once again
Uh,
into that amniotic state.
I don't know that amniotic means what she thinks it means.
I was,
I feel like somebody should have checked that word choice.
damn, bitch. You,
Doug, help me! Help me! Right! Call 911!
What?
When John started
Did he
talking about
really say that?
I knew immediately he was probably just hyperventilating because the air. We decided we would flip the Zodiac dinghy over and we lift Meg in.
she's hurting.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
I was horrified at her wounds. The wire in the rigging had cut almost all the way to the bone, and she had huge gaping wounds on her legs. It was heartbreaking. Just those wounds alone were a death sentence.
Throw her overboard.
Look, man, you want to go back in the water, help yourself. There's a whole ocean out there.
Attitude.
yeah, right.
No need.
We hung there for a minute, and pretty soon he goes, "Quit kicking me."
I'm not touching you.
Oh.
Again, cut it out.
What are you talking
They're
about?
testing
I'm
him.
not kicking you.
Stop now.
And I thought, you know what? I'm going to look in the water, and I'm going to see where his legs are, and I'm going to stay as far away from him as I can. And it was
Open
the
her eyes in
most
the ocean.
eerie sensation.
That's the most badass
And I
thing.
noticed these torpedo-shaped bodies, and I thought, fish. And then all of a sudden, one came really close, and I realized it was like hundreds of sharks. They were
No,
everywhere.
bro.
Apparently that's what they do though. They poke and prod
They
a couple
test.
times. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just the minute we got in, fins just everywhere in the water. And I don't mean like 2 or 3. I mean 10, 20. They were everywhere.
They done smelled Meg.
And they realize that's a whole ass snack. 5.
So many
5
sharks
people?
in my life.
That's
Not in my
decent.
entire trip
Fucking
around the
Golden
world.
Corral out there.
Yeah,
All you can eat.
that's funny. That was good.
Today, I don't know why.
Idea.
What is it?
He wants to try to make an anchor to keep
But
himself
as soon as we
stabilized.
threw the piece of plywood
But
over the front of the boat, the shark swam up and grabbed it in its mouth.
like a movie.
These were not little sharks.
I'm
And
taking this meal to
one
go.
was big enough to pull a 13-foot rubber Zodiac dinghy with 5 people in it, which is at least, 700 pounds,
Yeah.
wildly through the water.
Well, except for Meg, she was.
It was the wind blowing through my mouth and actually drying my mouth and my tongue more than the moisture coming in from the rain.
Dry mouth just never left him.
That's what I was thinking too.
I was spitting on us,
Hey,
laughing
calm
at our
down.
situation. All of a sudden, we remembered about the ship, and we looked out, and the ship was gone.
I felt that I was being teased by the environment, and by the powers that be. Oh, I stood
His
up
look.
and I
The
gave
spit was just a
God the
tease.
finger, started
Good lord.
Infection and the fear that they'll never be found.
Why didn't they wash it out?
Fucking human soup.
That's what I'm saying. Why didn't they rinse it out though?
Without food and water.
How would you? Without,
really
like, getting in the
starting to
water.
I would try to.
Like, dip it and then...
No, I'd keep trying to wash water in.
Yeah.
Because it looks like
And
there's
then, like,
slots.
scoop water out.
No.
Coast Guard finds us?
It has slits where water can drain out.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
Just put more water in.
until it. I think I wouldn't be sitting in piss, and poop water.
They forgot about us.
Like,
Hopefully nobody's pooping in that. They hadn't eaten anything.
well, true.
Thanks a lot, Debbie.
1 out of 5 people, one of them's shit. Out of 5 people in 2 days,
They just all kind
one of them, 2 of them are alcoholics. So I know someone shit. I have alcoholic friends. I know someone
If they do anything, they gonna shit.
that kind of shit.
Where we went down.
Anyway, and partnerships form as the survival instinct starts to take hold.
Oh, the only 2 people that survived out of this are
What are we gonna do?
huddling up right now. I'm just saying.
Catch into this. If I didn't have you, if it was just me and those guys,
Let him go. There was no way.
See, why is she even bringing that up? If it came down to it, she would kill somebody. But
The bottom
no
of the
one's
boat was
even.
fetid with
Foreshadowing.
A mixture of urine and blood and
Ugh.
pus.
We were in absolute agony because we're starting to get massive staph infections all over our bodies.
These staphylococcal infections are caused by bacteria entering cuts in the skin. They
So
can soon attack
disgusting.
the heart and lungs, and Meg is at particular risk because of her open wound.
By the end of it, those sharks are drinking kombucha.
So bad.
Oh Lord.
Blood poisoning. And we were sitting there watching.
They're just getting a drip feed of like seasoning all the way down while they're floating. You know, that's what they're following is the seasoning. They're just waiting.
Seasoning.
Human seasoning.
And the starvation setting in, we all were getting very delirious.
That's a party.
Oh, they're drinking the salt water.
Going after it too.
Oh no.
what are you doing?
That can't be good.
That stuff will
Also,
kill
just
you.
keep in mind, this is from their point of view. The only living people get to tell a story.
Help yourself.
Everyone knows that you're not supposed to drink seawater.
Like, what the
They
fuck?
tell us that from the time we're little kids. And that's one of the things you just don't do.
They're just thinking, oh no,
Drinking
don't do
salt
that.
water dehydrates your body even more.
I'm not stopping
And
them or
it
anything.
causes kidneys to shut down. Didn't take all that long.
Because they're already so thirsty.
Yeah, there's nothing in them.
It's too hot.
Yo.
Like a bad acid trip.
Where's everybody?
The jump scare of the shark actually got me.
Like fucking cabin fever.
Come to Johnny.
Come to Johnny. Homie's trying to get some
They
shark.
could eat the shark.
Where's everybody?
It was just like I was watching some crazy play.
I love the facts. I see land. I see land.
Shout out to these actors though.
I see land. It's right there, man. You see it? It's right there in front of us. We just found us, Meg. Go to the hospital where my mom works. She'll take care of us.
We're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
That's total crap, man.
God.
It's over there.
This went on all day long.
Oh, I want my cigarettes. I need one now.
The monotony of it was starting to
Could
drive
you imagine
me
being
crazy.
so addicted? You're almost dead.
Just gonna get my car.
You're almost dead and you just want a cigarette.
You guys bring the boat in, and I'll go get
He said, "Y'all bring the boat and I'll go get the car."
There it is. I see it.
He looks like Tom Green.
I'm just gonna get the car.
And then all of a sudden, he jumps off the side of the boat.
No, Tom Green.
And we're like, where the are you going? There is no land, there is no Falmouth, and there are a lot of sharks out there. You need to come back.
She pushed him.
There wasn't any doubt what had happened to him. The sharks got him. The sharks never left.
No. The stingrays helped him to land.
And Meg was crying, but she wasn't sobbing. She was so sad. She was so sick.
Oh, she was so sad.
I wonder why.
And her husband just got eaten. What the fuck?
And then again, this is from their point of view, so why'd they have to include this?
I know how to make you feel better.
Bruh.
Take your mind off John. Promise.
He says, "Hey, lady, I think it's about time you and me had sex." And that just, like, hit
That's the
me
dude
over
she
the
said
head.
she didn't care for though. Remember when he
Brad-
came? That's the
Brad.
last dude they picked up, and she said she didn't care for his like ignorance or whatever. I'm not saying it's not true. Very well could have been true.
What can she even do?
Right. I'm tired of playing games. I'm just going back to the 7-Eleven to get some more beer and cigarettes.
Oh, I love the 7-Eleven.
Brad and I get up and we go, "Man, the sharks just ate John."
No.
And then we feel a bam again.
Making
And all of
Kool-Aid
a
into
sudden
there?
we realize
Red 40 or whatever,
there's like this frenzy.
whatever it is.
And the sharks are eating Mark underneath the Zodiac.
Under the
It was,
boat though.
without a doubt, the most horrifying moment of my entire life.
Like, what?
And it all of a sudden became very clear to me that Meg was speaking in tongues.
No.
She's dying, isn't she?
She was,
How do you know
she was dying. She was really
the difference
close to
between
death.
tongues and gibberish?
It wasn't gibberish. It was tongue.
Right.
Yeah. Ugh.
All that fetid mixture that was left over from the seaweed and the urine and the pus and
Debbie. Should we eat her?
We were starving, and you've heard of cannibalism at sea, and are we gonna, nourish ourselves by
Meg
By-
sushi.
somehow
Sushi's
figuring
fresh.
out how to butcher her and eat her,
She is far from fresh.
Too infected bread.
So we decided that we would take off her shirt and all of her jewelry so that we could give
Steal
those to
from her.
family.
You know what I mean? Like, good lord. Nope. That's a titty.
It was
Oh, that is a
such
titty.
a sad moment because
thing that killed Meg. But I think it was John abandoning her and making her despair.
Yeah, not
Killed
the
Meg.
getting hit in the back, not the leg.
No, not all of the numerous physical injuries. Obviously, is the emotions. She's a woman.
That's when I was hoping you.
Because of all this death that's been happening for the past
All this murdering I've been doing.
12,
Feeding 3 people to sharks is
15
tiresome.
hours. And as
Haven't
soon
even
as
had
I
a
take
snack.
a break,
I tried,
the horizon,
but Debster said no.
straight out.
Dempster.
I'm gonna make it up to you. Let's catch fish.
Catch fish.
I'm going to survive.
and when they finally hand me off to the last guy, he just gently lays me on the deck, and I realized that they were Russian, and I didn't care. It was.
I didn't even care.
Normally, I would have.
These people
I didn't even care they were Russian. Any other
Brad
circumstances,
was there.
though, get your Russian hands off me. Wow. Great. Great one. Whoops. Oh yeah, I just hit a bunch of buttons. I don't know what just happened.
Oh no.
Hope it didn't stop recording.
No.
Nope, we're good. Alright, yep. That's, I shouldn't be watching this number 3.
3.